If you don't know where your money goes, it will choose to leave you. Money is like water. It flows quietly without a sound. And your wallet is a bucket. But if that bucket has dozens of tiny holes you can't see, then no matter how much water you pour in, it will drain out quickly. That's why many people work hard all month long, yet still see an empty bank account at the end. Not because they're lazy, but because they don't control the flow of their money. They pour money into life, but don't know where it's going. And then they wake up every morning only to keep working for money instead of making money work for them. The truth is, the problem isn't income, it's how you manage cash flow. You can't control what you can't see. And if you don't know where each dollar goes, you'll never know where you're headed. In today's video, I'll share with you 7 principles to help you master your cash flow so every dollar you earn becomes a loyal soldier working for you even while you sleep. Stay until the end because Principle 7 is the key that could free you from the financial loop forever. Principle 1, track, measure, and optimize monthly. I once said at a seminar in Dallas, you can't control what you can't see. Everyone laughed until I asked, how many of you know exactly how much you spent last month? The room went silent. No one raised their hand. And that's the problem. Most of us aren't poor because of low income, but because of low awareness. It's not that you don't make money, it's that you don't know where your money is going. Most people let money flow in and out like wind through a window. On payday, they see their account go up and a few days later, it's gone. They sigh again, this month's the same as last. But the wealthy don't live that way. They measure record and review every expense like a doctor tracking a patient's health. Each month, they spend a quiet evening reviewing the full financial picture of their lives. I remember when I was younger, before success, I started with a small notebook and a pen. Every day, I wrote down every expense, even $2 for a cup of coffee. After just a few weeks, I realized something scary. There were too many small leaks silently draining my finances. The strange thing is, the moment you see your cash flow, it starts to obey you. You stop spending emotionally and start spending consciously. Today, you can use dozens of tools, Notion, Excel, Mint, YNAB. But tools don't matter as much as the habit of reviewing every month. I have a small rule. Once a month, go on a date with your money. Not to worry, but to communicate. Ask yourself, where is my cash flow going? Am I spending on real value or on temporary feelings? What percentage is helping me grow? What percentage is feeding someone else's habits? When you start measuring, money becomes a loyal servant, no longer an annoying master. No more disappearing, no more surprises. Only clarity, control, peace of mind. And I want you to remember, this money only respects those who count it. Not to be greedy, but to understand. To understand is to control. To control is to be free. When you can control the smallest numbers, you start to organize your entire life. And when life gains structure, everything else starts to grow with it. But sometimes the problem isn't that you don't track, it's that you don't notice the tiny leaks draining your wallet every day. Those expenses that seem harmless are silently holding you back. And that's exactly what I want to share with you in the next principle. Principle 2, seal small but dangerous financial leaks. I once met a young man in California. He worked hard, earned well, but still ended each month with nothing left. I asked, do you know where your money goes? He laughed and said, probably just small stuff, nothing big. I said, good, let's write it down. A few minutes later, he started listing morning coffee, $5 a day. Streaming subscription, $15 a month. Fitness app, $9.99. A new shirt each week, $40. Sometimes a few beers with friends on weekends. When we added it up, those small expenses totaled over $500 a month. I looked at him and said, you're not broke because you don't make money. You're just letting it slip through invisible cracks without realizing it. I call them invisible financial leaks. They don't empty your account overnight, but quietly drain it bit by bit. A ship never sinks because of the water outside. It sinks because of the water inside. And your wallet is no different. We often fear big failures, but forget that small losses are what silently kill our dreams. A Starbucks coffee each morning may seem harmless, but multiply it by 30 days, then by 12 months, and you'll see you've lost enough to learn a new skill or start a small fund toward financial freedom. I'm not saying you should cut out everything that makes you happy. I'm saying be aware of it. Don't let unconscious habits become real leaks. In the US, many people live income, high savings, zero high income, no assets. Not because they're not smart, but because they lack a system to control leaks. I remember an old businessman once told me, if you want to be rich, learn to keep half of what you earn. At the time, I thought he was joking, but the longer I live, the truer it feels. The rich don't get rich by luck. They keep money through discipline. They seal every leak from habits, emotions, to spending decisions. A $5 coffee won't make you poor, but a string of unconscious $5 decisions can cost you your freedom for life. I want you to try something. For the next 7 days, every time you're about to spend money, pause for